Mabuhay pageant fans! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hey Adam G, kamusta na kayo? Well, if you're going to ask me now guys, I am really taking it quite easy the past few days. As you notice, I have been posting less content here on my YouTube channel. Kasi guys, I'm really taking quite a breather right now, but I feel I can't afford to do so as we are in the middle of pageant season already. Actually, I'm just resting so I could focus on my next pageant, which is the inaugural Miss Universe UAE pageant. This pageant talaga for me really looks promising in all aspects. So I am really excited to blog about it in the next few days. But right now, all eyes are on Miss Universe Thailand as they just had their preliminary competition last night. Sa totoo lang guys, I really have to commend the entire Miss Universe Thailand organization for still coming out with a glossy production and well thought out show despite Thailand in the midst of this pandemic pa rin. For this year, it has employed a reality show format which allows all of us pageant fans to follow all the contestants' journey to the crown. It's like for the first time ever, Miss Universe Thailand has given us a ringside view of the progress and development of these girls as they reach the finale, which is happening tonight, diba? And nakakatuwa lang that we are being allowed to see the growth of these girls in their respective journeys in this competition. Now, what I saw yesterday was really wow. Diba? Now let's talk about the swimsuits that which they wore during the show. I like that all the girls came out in one style of swimwear, which was a burgundy bikini, and I really appreciate a loud print. However, they could have used a better color as I feel the swimwear is supposed to be a fun segment and burgundy is, I feel like, a mature color and something that is very hard to pull off. I wish they could have just used a brighter red, or had they wanted to go for a darker color, they could have gone, or they could have chosen red or navy to make it more hip and current. I also did not like the gold chain link earrings that the girls sported during this segment of the competition as I feel it really looked heavy and competed with all their faces. And as for the makeup, it looks very dated as the makeup of majority of the girls I feel were so dark. I feel they lack the freshness synonymous to what we have always known about Miss Universe Thailand in terms of their styling and makeup, 'di ba? In the show kasi napansin niyo the girls were wearing dark colored matte lips and smoky eyes, which I feel was a combination that I feel was too harsh for them. Ang tatapang ng mga mukha nila during the preliminary competition, which is a great contrast to the styling we are so used to seeing in Thai girls na clean, fresh, and neat makeup styling. So, having this said, who do I think should continue this country's winning streak in Miss Universe? Well, you better stick around for my thoughts and insights. Well, guys, before I proceed with my final hot picks, let me just tell you how amazed I am yet again with the glossiness of this year's production. MUT just keeps on delivering what is expected of them in terms of mounting a show, glossiness, great camera angles, and lighting, plus the grand reveal of the new crown from Muad yet again. Kakaingit talaga. Grabe, ang dami nilang pasapog doon. Although everything that they showcased there was nothing new already, as I feel like I had seen it before, it still generated the same level of kilig and excitement to us viewers at home watching. And as we all watch, you could really feel that Thailand is really listening to its critics by allowing these girls to give their opening statements as soon as they introduce themselves during the show. It's like year by year, they are really slowly addressing their Waterloo seriously, which has really eluded them from achieving its third crown for the past few years. And I'm not surprised that all these girls delivered in this aspect. So now, as we go to my final top picks, just to make this video short, I will just list down my top 5 picks, 'di ba? Na I think really nailed during the preliminary competition last night. So here they are. And number one on my list is MUT23 Kasama Suetro. Grabe guys, where did this girl come from? This girl really reminded me so much of Shalita Swanswane with Akurara Chibana styling last night. Her look here is something that I feel the international audience can resonate with. And what I like her in the show last night is that her confidence throughout the pageant as she really walks the talk here. You see this girl has been advocating and loving our own skin as she has been criticized for looking beautiful but dull all throughout the pageant. And although she may appear short and not as tall as her other competitors, her body proportions are really beautiful as she is only 170 centimeters in research ko or 5'6" in height. Because let's face it guys, Thailand has been sending tall candidates like Fasay and Maria in the past, so sending someone like Kasama will really be a breath of fresh air for Miss Universe Thailand. I say this because Kasama has this ability to play with the cameras with her flirty facial expressions and great command of her facial transitions. Yung those flirty to fierce smooth transitions na smile, flirt and fierce, it really looks effortless and unrehearsed for her. And now let's talk about her walk. Ang ganda ng hip movement niya which was displayed evidently during her swim performance. Very solid. And her evening gown performance was so regal. And what I like her about on this segment of the competition was that she had a very tricky gown with that gold and nude illusion gown with a cape, but she was still able to showcase it well, especially when she posed in the end where she threw her cape and did that back pose. I thought, wow, she had a moment there. So for me, she was my number one performer of the night. Now, my second best performer of the night goes to MUT Sungsong Tarina Botes. Next na memorize ko na yung Sungsong. No doubt, this 24-year-old half-Thai South African has received so much hype and attention since joining this pageant. And what I love about this girl is her humility and relatability despite her being a frontrunner for this year's competition. We know for a fact that she is very vocal about her lack of knowledge in the Thai language as she was raised abroad. And even though she has been criticized for not being full Thai, given her background and keyword challenge performance a month ago, she remained unperturbed and never looked back from that moment. So fast forward to Tarina's preliminary performance last night. For me, she gave a very spot-on performance and nailed every round. In short, plakadong-plakado ang performance niya in the sense na kontrolado ng lakad niya. And you can see that she was clearly having fun at the same time doing what was expected of her, which is to deliver a great performance. And although her performance was not perfect, it was still a great walk appropriate for Miss Universe Thailand. Kasi for me, yung ibang girls napansin nyo perform too gimmicky na may mga pabato-bato na mga sarongs and other gimmicks on stage. But, you know, with Tarina, ang clean. And you know who Tarina reminds me so much of her performance last night? Guess. It's Leren Bautista during her performance at Miss Universe Philippines Prelims last time. And did you notice how she exercised some restraint with her catwalk? Alam mo yung hindi bigay todo sa lakad niya pero you can see the technical aspects there. 'Di ba? Now, let's talk about her evening gown performance. I think her evening gown was so beautiful as it reminded me of the quintessential Thai queens na very elegant na may cape, na very Chalita and Maria. Natandaan nyo na Miss Universe 2016 and Miss Universe 2017. But I think making it in a blush pink color was a good choice for her because it was very refreshing. However, the only reason why her overall performance or look did not hit home run for me was her makeup and styling because it made her look too old and severe, which kinda reminded me of Punika's look during the Miss Universe Thailand finals and prelims last year. And I think this could easily be remedied if her styling team will also reconsider her styling look for the finals tonight. Because let's face it guys, if you analyze Tarina's face, she has a very strong facial features and I hope her styling team could find a way to soften it up with probably softer hair waves and lighter makeup to offset her sharp jawline and nose. Napansin nyo? And I also would like her styling team to naturally make up her hairline here, as I feel her styling here just applied that black-eyed shadow on her hairline, on Tarina's hairline, like, na parang hindi na maganda. And I hope that she could probably replicate how Maxine Medina did it during her evening gown preliminary performance in Miss Universe 2016. I'm showing this photo collage of both girls doing that bun uh, in that look para makita niyo yung difference. And now we go to my top 3 performer of the night, which I'm giving to On Scott Chemist. I feel like Angeli is the face of this year's competition with her own brand of beauty. And facially, she's one of the most beautiful girls in this batch. Her look is very fresh, and her message during the speech round was something a lot of people could relate to. And I love how she is advocating for plus size inclusivity or real size beauty in this year's pageant. I know she's being compared to Sierra Burchell at this point of the competition, and I think the only similarity I am finding is both Sierra and Angeli have athletic body frames. But other than that, there is no more comparison. As I feel Sierra had great catwalk skills, which unfortunately Angeli does not have. So if they send her to Israel soon, she really has a lot of work cut out for her. Not just her stiff pasarela skills, but also her communication skills. No doubt, talaga guys, so don't get me wrong, this girl can really speak in English and can sound so articulate in every sense of the word, but she needs to learn how to edit her thoughts out to make her statements more impactful. But to be honest guys, I was so scared for her at first how she would deliver here in the preliminary competition, as I feel she had been poorly styled during the pageant's pre-pageant activities, as she was wearing clothes that wasn't flattering to her figure. So when she came out in this emerald green gown number, I was so happy as she was able to finally showcase her face and curves properly, like she nailed it during her evening gown round. Napansin nyo? And when I watched her here, no doubt, she looks so beautiful in stills, but in movement, she lacks finesse. It's as if she did not know how to walk in heels, as I see her technical footwork wasn't there and her body was stiff, and you can see that she was really overthinking with her performance with her lack of facial expressions. I think sa totoo lang, this girl has the title in the bag, but she has to learn how to relax. And if Angeli enters top 3 tonight, no doubt she can snatch the crown given her gift of gab. But there are other hurdles that she has to go through, and I think it will be difficult for her if this is how she will perform during the finals night, as her presentation skills are not yet there. And now we go to MUT 29 Melinda Yindiket. I feel this girl just came out of nowhere, as I never noticed this girl during the pre-pageant activities. But last night, she delivered a flawless performance. Diba, napansin nyo? Her walk during swim was really safe for me, but was still better compared to the others. I think what she could have done better was to give us a little bit more sass or attitude to make it more lively, as I feel it really lacked personality. Parang model walk lang siyang naglakad, na she is walking in a straight line with her strong shoulders and beautiful hip movement with her long strides. Pero in the end, it still lacked personality. I think the only thing that she redeemed herself was during the evening gown segment, when she came out in that red corseted number, and that high slit gave us the illusion that she had really, really long legs. I thought she showed some personality there for a change. When she came out, she really gave us drama and fierceness, and she was like a mini Chalita Swansone for me. And rounding up my top 5 is MUT 24 Pimnara Von Sur Mulen. You know, for me, this girl, she was one of the girls who I would really notice during the pre-pageant activities because of her facial beauty, but I feel never had a defining moment there. Nagets nyo? I did not like her cocktail dress during the free speech round, but thank God her facial beauty saved her. Sa totoo lang. And her swim performance, when she came out, she had a youthful glow there, as she had that carefree attitude when she walked, and it reminded me so much of Maureen Robowitz's walk in Miss Universe, but in a more feminine way. So I was a little bit scared for her when I was watching her, as I thought her walk was bordering Miss International already when she came out. But when she finally came out in her evening gown, it all changed as she looked like a goddess in that gold high slit dress with a lot of cutouts. I think it was a gown that if placed on a different girl, it could have looked too vulgar, but her youthful look was able to tone it down, so it was really a great contrast to her presentation. And for me, it really gave her that illusion of maturity and sexiness, which was a great balance to her youthful glow. 'Di ba? So there you go, guys. These are my final top 5 picks for Miss Universe Thailand tonight. Honestly, if you will ask me who I really want to win, it's really Tarina, as I feel she is the most pageant ready, given that the Miss Universe pageant is already happening 5 weeks from now. Because for me, she is really the overall package. She has competed in so many pageants before, and I think she is the most ready for the job right now. Now, if Miss Universe Thailand wants to think out of the box, then they can probably crown Angeli, as she is very commercial, yet very raw and unconventional. Or if they want a breath of fresh air, then they could probably pick Kasama, who is really giving me so much Sharita vibes right now. Or an antithesis of the girls MUT had sent for the past 4 years. 'Di ba? Napansin nyo? So kayo guys, who do you think will win tonight based on what you have seen so far? Well, let me know your thoughts down below on the comment section so I could see where you guys are coming from. Alright guys, so guys, gawa pa ba ako ng finals review for Miss Universe Thailand tomorrow? Let me also know your thoughts down below. Alright guys, see you in my next video. Bye!